Once upon a time, one of the fairly common music themes was tragedy. For some reason, I tend to write tragedy songs. I don't know. I mean, I've got about four or five of them in my collection, maybe more than that. Different kinds of tragedy. Um, it's not because um, I'm attracted to tragic things, but they affect me, and things that affect me cause me to write, and so I write them. Anyway, most of the time they're kind of embarrassing because it's kind of like one of those things. What the heck? But you're a sick puppy. But maybe I am a sick puppy. Anyway, um, the, we were at the Arcadia Fire Hall, and there was a bluegrass festival going on, and woman was telling me a story about her sister who was dying of cancer. She had a little 6-year-old boy who she didn't know how she was going to tell this little boy, and she probably wasn't going to live to see him turn 7. And I'm thinking, what a horrible, this is a terrible story. But anyway, it got to eating on my mind, and the following day I was driving back to Baltimore from there. It's about about a 40-mile drive, and this song is coming together in my head, and the chorus part of it anyway, and then just stuck on that line. And then the rest of it just happened when I got home. I wrote it down in a notebook. But I was sort of embarrassed by it, so we never got around to doing it. And I don't even remember if I shared it with Jimmy before he died. But anyway, this is the song. Let me see. Let me get this guitar here and see if we can get the song down. I don't know what that was in my head. I had to get it down. Anyway, this is the song. It's called A Special Angel. The doctor told her things she'd rather not have heard, but she sat there stoically till he spoke his final word. How do you tell a 6-year-old his mother's dying? She didn't want Tommy to see she'd been crying. And stopped to fix the makeup that streaked her face before she picked him up from her sister's place. I can't be there with you to see you turn 7, but I'll be watching over you up in heaven. 'Cause you're my special angel. Someday you'll understand. You'll make me proud. You've grown to be a man. His mother's all he had. He'd never known his dad. But he sits there quietly because he knows she's feeling bad. How can you make a 6-year-old understand forever? She knew her time was coming, so it was then or never. She called him to her bedside and took his little hand, and while she held him tight, from her heart began. I can't be there with you to see you turn 7, but I'll be watching over you up in heaven. 'Cause you're my special angel, and someday you'll understand. You'll make me proud, but you've grown to be a man. Our sister died that spring, and Tommy's now a man. But he sat there patiently as the preacher spoke and held my hand. I heard him talking, well, how can you tell a 6-year-old that he can't visit heaven? But I heard him talking softly that night that he turned 7. I stood there by his bedroom and bowed my head because he touched my heart with the things he said. I wish you were here with me today. I turned 7, and I'll come someday to be with you in heaven. 'Cause you're my special angel, I'll do the best I can. So I'll make you proud when I've grown to be a man. 'Cause you're my special angel, I'll do the best I can. I'll make you proud when I've grown to be a man. Feel like I ought to do something cheerful behind it, but I'm just going to do something rotten instead. You ever kind of tragedy song? It's kind of a combination. It's a murder ballad. It's a drinking song. And yeah, it's one of them. It's a love story. It covers all the bases that I hadn't covered in the first song. But anyway, here you go. When the bees are making honey and the spring is on the dam, a man'll got a cotton, a drunkard to his hand. And if he be not weary, he'll fall for all his worth. For a woman of a cause and the curse's day of birth. Oh, lift your tankard high, boys, and drink the bitters down. For better than in love, boys, and whiskey you should drown. Well, such was Katie Brannon, she was my own downfall. No matter what I tried, boys, it did no good at all. I'd see her with the fellas a-flirtin' shamelessly, but if I tried to kiss her, she'd come away from me. Oh, lift your tankard high, boys, and drink the bitters down. No better than in love, boys, and whiskey you should drown. To be with Katie Brannon was not I would deny her. For me there was no other, she was my heart's desire. I plied her love with silver, I plied her love with gold, but still she did not love me, and still her heart was cold. Oh, lift your tankard high, boys, and drink the bitters down. For better than in love, boys, and whiskey you should drown. Well, despite the way she done me, I loved her to the last. For all I had to offer, her love was all I asked. I spent a month of wages to buy a string of pearls, but when I gave them to her, she laughed, that foolish girl. Oh, lift your tankard high, boys, and drink the bitters down. For better than in love, boys, and whiskey you should drown. My rage, it overtook me, couldn't I keep it down? I drug her to the river and held her there to drown. It was not a wish to kill her, 'twas but to break her will. And had she showed me true love, I'd be a freeman still. Oh, lift your tankard high, boys, and drink the bitters down. Better than in love, boys, and whiskey you should drown. So when the judge had asked me, could I tell a lie, I said if she were true, sir, she'd never had to die. Well, they bound me up in shackles and tossed me in a cell, and come tomorrow morning, my soul be bound for hell. Lift your tankard high, boys, and drink the bitters down. For better than in love, boys, and whiskey you should drown. So build the gallows strong, boys, and build the gallows high. For if she would not love me, 'tis better I should die. I'm trying to think. I should gotta do one more thing to get my session together. So, oh, let's see what we got. Let me see what's in this thing here. Let's see, we got 3. We'll just take this one. Oh, how about we do a little rocky rolly, whatever it is. It's Frederick County Line. That's another one that embarrassed me when I wrote it. But I wrote this one a whole lot earlier. This was written back before I lost my ability to play music. And I had in mind, I was going to do it for an open mic. In fact, I think I did do it for an open mic that was going on down at Rockville, Maryland. I think I was about 19, 20 years old when I did this song. There you go. I thought I was going to be Johnny Cash. That Johnny had the cash and I got none. No, I got none. Anyway, here's what I got. It's called Frederick County Line. Well, I'm going to Frederick County to see my Jenny May. I'm going to Frederick County to steal that girl away. Well, her daddy said he'd shoot me if he caught me there again. But I'm going out to get her, let him catch me if he can. I'll be fire on that highway to Frederick County tonight. If the old sheriff catches him, gets me in his sight. But I'll be running wide open when I cross that county line. If that sheriff doesn't catch me, I'll make his daughter mine. Yeah, well, I'm hoping Jenny's waiting like she said she would be. Her daddy's a county sheriff and he's got it in for me. But Jenny said she'd love me, that's all I need to know. So I'll go in there to get her, he'll just have to let her go. But there'll be fire on that highway through Frederick County tonight. If old sheriff catches him, gets me in his sight. But I'll be running wide open when I cross that county line. If that sheriff doesn't catch me, I'll make his daughter mine. When I see him in the mirror, those lights are flashing red. But up there on that highway, just a little ways ahead, there's Jenny with her suitcase. I'll have to hit the brake. If that sheriff's gonna catch me, that's a chance I'll have to take. But there'll be fire on that highway through Frederick County tonight. If old Sheriff Ketchum gets me in his sight. But I'll be running wide open when I cross that county line. If that sheriff doesn't catch me, I'll make his daughter mine. Oh, I burned it up the asphalt to make it there on time. And Jenny's here beside me, and her daddy's right behind. There's cruisers all around me, there's sirens screaming well, 'cause there's gonna be a wedding at the Frederick County Jail. But there'll be peace on the highway in Frederick County tonight, 'cause old Sheriff Ketchum caught me dead to rights. But I'll be sitting back easy when we cross that county line, 'cause I've got the sheriff's blessing to make his daughter mine. Oh yeah, I go back to the tragedy song. It's another kind of tragedy song. Your wife is sickly, your children have moved on. You thought they'd be here when you're gone. Yeah, you thought you'd be sitting on top of the world by now. You work your fingers to the bone and still somehow all you get is another nail and the same old load on your shoulder. Hey, looky there, brother, the sun going down. Don't let it catch you on shaky ground. Well, your house needs painting, your barns in need of the roof. Your cow's gone dry and a horse's spavin' hoofs. His plumb are out and there's plowing it and done, and your flesh is a baking in the noonday sun. Hey, and all you got is another day older with the same old load on your shoulder, man. Well, looky there, brother, the sun going down, and don't let it catch you on shaky ground. You keep praying to the heaven for your life to change. Well, it seems your God's out of hearing range. Lucky out to come a sheriff and a banker man, got foreclosure papers in their hand. Oh, you keep praying for the heaven for your life to change, but it seems your God's out of hearing range. 'Cause all you got is another day on the same old load on your shoulder. Hey, look at that, brother, the sun gone down, don't let it catch you on another man's land. You're out for the house for to fetch your gun, but oh lordy, look what you've done. Your wife lies dead with the banker man, and it's her blood that's on your hand. Oh, and all you got is another day older, Sam all on your shoulder. Hey, looky there, brother, the sun went down, left you standing on the prison ground. That's the days. That's it, folks. That's the days.